Hello and welcome back to Mars. I'm Mick. We're playing Stationeers. We've had a bit of an update. We've had an update, which is pretty cool. So we have got some stuff happening here. We've got some new stuff added to our trade. We got a new sorter. We have a logic sorter. It looks very complicated, but very powerful. So I'm just having a bit of play with that to see what happens. Our trade system has got some new variables added to it, and well, some that have been added quite a while ago, and I just haven't quite got around to actually updating it. So we're updating the trader code on that one there. Now, because we can actually lock this one in now. So once you find a trader, you can lock onto that trader, even if it finds a closer one. It will ignore the closer one if your code's done that. So I'm resetting the code to try and get that to do what it's supposed to do. And look, my workshop is starting to look like a workshop, and it's got things being worked on here as a workshop is meant to have, instead of just being just the neat and tidy floor that it was. And we have got our chips. Our IC housings have now got a little flashy light on them there, so whenever it reads the stack, it gives a little flash. It'll do it there. There we go, little flash. See, our alarm one is reading it there quite a bit, and our clock one is actually writing it over there with the yellow flash. So yeah, we've got that there. That was deemed our major update. We got the tracker, the old ore scanner that you used to use with the ore tracking thing, that has now works on its own without the rest of the ore scanner. So this has had an extra heap of colours added to it, so all the ores have now got their own colours apparently. And this is actually pretty cool. You can get the colour one there. It works on its own just with a tablet, so that's pretty cool. And it's actually been changed. I think previously the old ones were well, I can't remember. They were pretty much made of unobtainium, so you never got to actually use them unless you were, well, really dedicated. But the price of them has been reduced, so it is just using the tier 1 alloys. So it was ore scanner. It is just... It is electrum, invar, constantan and silicon, so that's not too bad. You can make them reasonably early on, and so you now have a way of finding ores before you have the sensor lenses. And something like that I thought would be pretty cool if they put that onto the sensor lenses, but I've got the wrong one in there. But we'll stick with the old way of doing it by the looks of it. Right. So that's something there to play with we got now, so some new stuff coming in there. The last time we were doing building the cooler, the cryogenics. Now I have moved it all. Oh jeez, that's still making some serious pile of poop there. I just pulled out a massive pile there and there's already another one. That's keeping up. I've had to switch another one of these on now. It seems to be keeping up. So that's the... we've got 12, 14 of these things running now to keep 2 of these things fully stacked worth of biomass. That's all going right. Our water is coming in as positive, slightly, a little bit. We currently have 52 litres in our 5,000 litres of storage, so I'm not going to worry about that filling up too quickly. But while I've been messing around with things there, we have managed to go 44 days without blowing anything up, and which means we are now on day 220 or something like that. My biomass hasn't rotted. Time got down to 0, and when it got to 0, it was only 50% dead. So, yep, gonna have to wait a bit longer for that. Yeah, I could make up a room to speed that along, but I don't know if that's worth it. And I'm too lazy, so we'll go and do that. Now, food. Can I make... I need more oil, that's right. So I'm making bread to live off at the moment. Bread and French fries I think will be my diet from now on because I can make them pretty easily. I need oil. So it's either for 1 potato and 5 mil of oil. 5 mil of oil is 1 soy. So we're either using 1 potato and 1 soy. That gets you a top tier food. Or... Well, I mean, the other ones say your muffin requires eggs and your pumpkin pie requires eggs, which I don't have. But your bread is 150 grams of, or 100 grams of flour and 5 mil of oil. So, yeah, I don't have any of that either. I still need the oil, but we're growing it. So that's my oil coming up here now. Just got to wait for it to grow. It'll get there. It'll get there. We're good. Now I want to, we were building our cryogenics last time. I have moved them all around. Anything I needed to do? You're still doing all right. Now, I have, do I need to do anything? Yeah, we'll find out. Oops, close my visor, that might help. We were doing our cryogenics. Well, we had to put the cooler up. Doing the first part of our cryogenics. You need to go and do something. Or... you got 200 chunks in there. You have done something. Well done. I have moved my cryogenics to over here. Ooh. Pressure's none. Where's my pressure none? Okay, it's liquefied. Oh, you probably took it all in there. Ah, that's right, it's working. Okay, so that's cooling down. But I did suck in, moved it over there, and I sucked in all of my pollutant from a nasty hack to get it out of my water cooler. Or water maker. That was just sucking out all the pollutant and bringing it over to here. Now we did, with our update, we got the insulated tanks. Because these are insulated inline tanks. We didn't have them before. We've got them now, and so the insulated inline gas tanks. Now, before we either had to bury them in a vacuum or bury them in a frame or something if you're putting them outside, but now we've got insulated ones. It's pretty cool. And if you look in your printers there, we do just have a bundle of insulation. So if you want to make your existing ones insulated, just print off some insulation and install it on your existing tanks. But it looks like our cooler has cooled down. I'm just cooling it down with nighttime air going into this thing here, which is cooling it down. We have this system here to, if it cools down these pipes, it will drain through there. Once that gets down to below 5 megapascals, it might stop condensing. So I've got this thing over here to then further suck the gas into here and bring it out there. So that's why there's no gas in there. But I do have plenty of liquid. What have we got? 260 litres. Yeah, that's probably enough. So I could probably pull off all that pipe, which is currently empty, isn't it? Well, now would be a good time to pull that off. You. Right. So now that comically long pipe can be gone. Although I am just using the night air to cool things down here. I do have another source of liquid where I could use for cooling down if I need to. And that's just over there. That is this liquid CO2 coming out of my breathing gas collection. So if I need a little bit more cold there, I could actually collect that, bring that down here, evaporate that as a cooler for my hot side of my air conditioner. But anyway, this is the air conditioner I got here. It's not hooked up to anything yet. Basically, we are collecting the pollutant. We are cooling it down via our heat exchanger here, which is being cooled by the nighttime air, or well, by any air. Even daytime it's still 15 degrees, which is enough. And that is now all condensed into some rather hot liquid, which is not what we want. Because we have, if we look at that, it's 113 degrees. Now the most I can get out of this is reduce it by 80 degrees. So having a liquid that is 113 degrees is not going to get down to minus 100. So I now have to cool down that liquid. So we shall say 54 here. Okay, rightio. What we'll do with that one there is we can do it by forcibly evaporating that liquid, which I can do via this doodad here. So if I say pollutant, if I grab our graph on that one, we say Celsius, we want to get that down as cold as we can. So minus, we get it down to minus 90, about 1900 kilopascals. So if we put you to a 1900, that should suck the gas out of there and force that to evaporate. So that temperature in there should go down to minus 1900. Of course, as that evaporates, that will be going to here, which will be sucked across here. And we'll be pulling water liquid out of here. Now we have this one here, which is the hot side of our condenser. The water goes through, the liquid goes through here to here, then through another one to here. Now you can think of this as one very big complex one, complex cooler, or a number of very simple ones. The liquid comes through to here, 77.1. Once again, we want to make it as cold as we can. So I can also forcibly bring it back down to 1900 here as well. So that will now cool down here. So the liquid in here is getting cooler. So by the time it gets here, it's already cooler. Well, it's minus 50 degrees already. That's outside. So our temperature in there, the liquid is dropping rather rapidly, which probably means our temperature up here, or as it cools down, it's evaporating all the gas, and the gas is ending up over here. Now, once the pressure runs, well, it's going to go into here and be liquefied first. That's at minus 14 degrees, so the temperature in this liquid is probably getting colder, which it is. All right. So that one, that's going to compress it as fast as it can, but our liquid, thanks to our cool nighttime air, is coming out very cold. This will cool it further, and this will cool it further again. I've still got a lot in the tank here, so it's going to take a little while for this stuff to cool down. So now that that is minus 86 degrees, by the time I run it through here, I can now get it down to minus 6, get it down to 6 degrees. So I can drop it by 80. So this one should be able to drop it by 80 degrees. This one should be able to drop it by 80 degrees. So whatever goes in here should be able to come out 160 degrees colder out the bottom. We've got to set it to 1900 there, so as it doesn't go to below minus 100 degrees, because then it will freeze and break the pipes. That is all still condensed, gaseous. So you've got to be careful. If the pressure in here gets too high, you may find that the gas starts condensing up in these pipes. Now, you don't want it condensing in these pipes, because this gas is supposed to be cold, so as it cools down the incoming gas, incoming liquid, if this starts condensing, it will heat up. So we've just got to watch the pressure there. We have got 3.45 megapascals at 77 degrees. So if we have 3.4 mega, if it gets down to 15 degrees, that'll start condensing in there, which will cause it to heat up. So I may have to put a volume pump over here to suck that gas out and make sure it doesn't get to a high pressure. But we'll worry about that as we go. So we've got 6 kilojoules of cooling going on there and 3 kilojoules of cooling going in there. We have 12 kilojoules going in through there and, well, not much going through that one. So that may actually be a limiting factor. I might have to just run that through here and not through that one. Well, that'll be interesting. It's actually 3 degrees in that pipe network now. So the gas that's coming through is pretty cold. I'll be 3 degrees because it's being cooled by the negative gas coming through there, negative liquid. It's -4. So it's coming down in temperature, it'll get there. But we had to now use this to cool the volatiles. So I've got to build up my volatile system here, and I think we'll use the volatiles to cool the oxygen and liquefy that. So I shall need a collection for volatiles. I'll need some ice.
Storm incoming.
Crush the ice. Well, storm's coming, you don't have to go and do some work. But we grab the tanks and we shall start putting up our volatiles crushing. So I have pipes, not much. I shall need some valves for the condenser. I could... Yeah, we'll grab that. Need some valves. I shall need a regulator. I shall need...
Storm incoming.
I will use tanks for these ones because I will need a fair bit because I'm going to be using it as fuel. Put it away. What do I need? Well, I'll find out when I get outside and haven't got what I need. Yep. Now, I probably will pull out that fuel system. Oof. Well, if my water burner is using all the fuel as fast as I can make it, can I afford to disconnect that?
Incoming.
Well, I've still got an awful lot of gas there, so that's probably not going to be a big issue. Now, so I shall want, we shall have, they're volatiles, we're going to have our hot side basically. So it'll be the same as this, I guess. We're going to put in a tank for storing our gas. Our gas will be cooled and become a liquid. So that's pretty much all I need. Question mark.
Storm incoming.
That's not very good placement if I've got to turn that around. How about I just face it that way if I want to do that? And you. I don't think the process is going to go that fast, but I'll put that there anyway, just for shits and giggles. And that will allow that to all liquefy and go into the liquid tank. Can go there. No, that's not even close. There we go. Now you will be our volatiles. Let's paint it red so I don't forget. Right. So now I need to hook that up to here and get an ice crusher into it. I'll probably grab another ice crusher. Not be such a tight ass.
Storm incoming.
You. Right. Volatile's done. So I need the ice crusher and I'll probably need the logic chips which I had over here to write that. I can pinch them from there or I can get some more. Yeah, I'll get some more. You. And
Storm incoming.
we need some more of them. Yep, you can go away. Now I want a crusher. I shall want the steel iron sheets. You. And the memory.
Storm incoming.
And do I have any? I've got one. Okay. How long do I have for the storm? No, I can't read that from here. Right. And you are going to need emptying soon. What are you up to? Yeah, no, you still whack another 500 in that one yet. Very good. Now, I've got power here. I need
Storm incoming.
ice crusher. You. Data, I'll need data in the back. That'll do us. You hold up. Cable, we're good. Now I need to data you. Power. Cable. Got you. Now I need to set the setting for logic AO.
Storm incoming.
Logic writer. You there. Memory there. You go to there. You go to there. I need the cutters. Because you go to there and there. Right, so you... I need to set the temperature on this thing. We'll set the setting on it. It's currently set above freezing, so I'll set it down very low and then it can crush ice a lot faster. So our output will go to the ice crusher and it is the setting. Boom, that should be all we need to do.
Incoming.
So our setting should now be 200. Excellent. Oops, I better hook up the pipes to it too. That might be helpful. You go to that one there. And I'll need a pipe meter on that. Right. Get your paint for you. And for you. Real good.
Storm incoming.
Alrighty, so switch you lot on. I'll grab some volatiles and we should be good to go. You got volatiles and you should have volatiles as well. No, no, you. Yeah, baby. Right.
Storm incoming.
Put you into there. I can grab you and see what pressure you're up to. Ah, still got plenty of space in there. Probably pretty much pump it up all the way, because if that tank is full, by the time it liquefies, it should be enough to fill that tank there, because the old liquids don't tend to reduce in volume as they start to condense. It's a bit weird, but that's the way it is, so get over it. You
Storm incoming.
down to -8 degrees. Means I should be able to get this down to -80 now. So before too much goes on in there, once again, if I set that to 1900, switch you on, that should be cooling down. Which it is. Once that gets to below -70. Where are we? Volatiles. Okay, so once that gets down to about -80, it should start to liquefy the volatiles.
Incoming.
Okay, and it's not going to... Well, I'll still get it down to 2 megapascals before it... Also, I need 2 megapascals in there. I've got more than 2 megapascals in there. We're good. Chuck a bit more in there just to have it go. We'll see how quickly this goes. Because this is just a passive heat transfer between the pollutant and the volatiles. The volatiles needs... you lost that. So the volatiles needs 82, and this I think is only going down to -90. So it's only going to have at most a 10-degree difference between this side and this side. So our heat transfer might be a bit slow if it's passive. I mean, I could put an air conditioner in between the two instead of this device here. So I mean, that would be a way of just speeding things up a little bit. I could put the air conditioner there and have some other gas in between. Whatever can survive at that temperature. Yeah. But anyway, our next stage of our pollutants is happening. Liquid. 6 megapascals, that all we got. Well, Amy, you got a bit of work to do still. No, it's because I'm just crushing stuff still. Well, we'll see how we go. I'll say it might take a while. So once I've got that to start to liquefy, I can then... Do I need to do... Okay, good question. Volatiles. So if I get the volatiles in there, I can then evaporate that down to... I don't have to evaporate it far. So I'm only going to drop it down to minus 113 degrees to get that one there. So I should be able to do that in a single stage. So if I put one of these things on here, it should allow me to then cool down the oxide or oxygen. Oh, so I need a filter to do the oxygen, won't I? Get all the crap out of it. Oh, that'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to have to leave that there to cook now. Because that'll have to get down to minus 100 degrees. So this one is now struggling. So that's minus 11, so that's all we're going to get out of that one there. So that's not going to get much colder. So I'm going to have to wait for that to cool down, which will allow this to cool down, which will all be dependent on how much we're getting out the other side. So that is now not doing much at all. Well, that's not doing much at all either. You're doing nothing. Who's doing all the work here? 13.7 kilojoules. You're doing all the work. Well, good work. If I got the liquid CO2 out of there, evaporated that instead of using the vent, because we're currently minus 48 degrees. So you... no, I wanted to say carbon dioxide. If I evaporate carbon... That's not what I want. Carbon dioxide, if I evaporate that, oh, it still only goes down to like minus 50 degrees. That's probably not going to help much. Right, but we have volatiles. That has a latent heat of 1 kilojoule per mole. Pollutant was 2, I think. 2 kilojoules per mole. So that's still going to, as that liquefies, that's still going to dump out a heap of heat. Which has to be sucked up by you. Right, we'll see how well this goes. If it's too slow, oh, it's minus 18. We're getting there. Minus 15, it's cooling down. But I don't have much pressure in there, so I'm going to have to get some more. And I suppose I can see what Amy's got for me, can't I? You can go back to work. No. Oh, you must have come back on your own then. Off you go. You're happy to go. Go on then, get lost. Now, if I put you onto there, you into there, grab you, yep. Grab some more stuff out of here. Don't really need the silicon, but yeah, I'll take it. Wow, Amy's coming back with just about all ice. Well, I suppose she's just picking up whatever she finds. If I send her out into a patch of ice, she's going to come back with just ice. Not her fault. Yeah. And where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Don't worry, you're all good. That'll do us. Okay. So you're good. Grab the water out of there. I shall use that in my greenhouse. 'Cause I can. Right. Don't want the ice, but the other stuff I may as well bring in. You leave you out there. That'll do us. Okay, so let's switch you on first, might help. Open you up. Now I can put you all into here. Need to chuck a new big pile of poop into the furnace. Our graph will be liking that. And you. Right, that. Now I got more liquid water. Very good now. So if I put you over to there, get out of my stinky suit. And we should be good. The build is 175. Let's check my notepad and see if that is right. 175. Appliances. Yeah, that looks about right. Right now. Where are we? We were doing that. We were making, well, may as well. Yeah, good. You and you. Whoops. You. They're all popping out as I make them, so it doesn't matter if I mix them up. You. That will probably cool down my tank a little bit, but there's plenty more heat coming where that came from. Right. You can go into there. You can go into there. Oh, I can be OCD about it. There we go. Right. Iron and iron means another big fat stack of 500. Ching. And silicon is done. Ah. Only 493, that's not worth stacking. Right, now, where are we? We were doing stuff. So getting ready for our rockets, we're getting them ready while we're making our fuel to do them. So we've got some other things we can do. Now from the update we see that there are new suits coming in. They are a work in progress. So they haven't come as part of this update, but we're good. So we'll wait on our suit chip for them. See, this is our roll of insulation. So you just do that and use that onto your pipes when you put them down, or your thingos. These ones I can just sort of grab them and I need a wrench. Yep. Need a wrench and boop. No, that's not it. I need a wrench in your other hand. No, there we go, wrench in the offhand. So there we go. Whoop, and now it's an insulated tank. How cool. And hang on. Oh, gave me back an uninsulated one. That's a rip-off. Whoopsies. But anyway, that's pretty cool. We got that as part of the update. What else did we get? Can't remember. But anyway, we've got this thing here which just looks really weird because you've got a bit shift to actually make it do things. But is that better or worse than using the old computer thingo? Yeah, we'll see. But I've got to get this one to sort out figure out what alloys are which traders are which. The ore and the gas. The alloys I've figured out. The other ones, I think tools. I think that one's right. I've got to start trawling in some traders and actually finding out now. But it's just a matter of matching them up because I can't find where the actual list is. But we'll get there. So you're done. Whoop. And I got the letters mod. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, right, now what are we doing? What were we doing? I don't know. Right, let's do something useful. Now I've got, now I've got me volatiles there. I could, I need to grab my suit on. Now the stuff we've got out here, I could. Now centrifuge is still going. Now we can make our solid fuel. You've come back. Right, so I need to go and find a new location for you. That's the wrong one. Push that button, we'll try. Grab you, grab you. Switch that on. Oh damn, you have stripped this place bare. Finding some oxide might be handy. There's some oxide. Oh look. Get plenty of oxide. Ah, lots of stuff. Oh, come over here. 90 minus 58. So if we say you go to 90 and minus 58, export you, off you go, go and shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. Oh, you're unloading. No. Well, do that then. Sure, why not? Now you. And you. Cool. Now you can do that. We are minus 9, so that's definitely not going to be minus 100 on this side. That's very slow now. It's still going. As I say, I may have to put an air conditioner in there to try and force that one to go a bit faster. 2.5, we still have 194 litres of liquid there. 2.7 megapascals, so we are going a little bit higher on this side now. Minus 6, minus 11, minus 24, minus 11, minus 2. We're doing all right. We are not. We are condensing in there. We're evaporating in there. What? There is liquid in there though. Oh, so you're condensing, right? Okay. So you need a volume pump to stop that from happening, because that's bad. I figured I'd have to do that, but it looks like I'm right. You need a volume pump, and that should be enough to do it. Got other pipes, we're good. Okay, so the condensation here is causing everything to heat up. Still, well, you know, heat up at minus 30 degrees, but that is heating up, which is still cooling that down. If I kept that cold, it would be colder to go out and cool down that liquid further. So that'd be coming out this side colder. And that would be working better. But we are down to 3.14 megapascals. So I need power is there. I can put volume pump in there. So let's do that in a moment. Let's put the power over there first. You. Is that the right way? That is the right side. That's good. That's lucky. Because it wasn't going to fit on the other side. You. Nope. You. Just come across and down. That'll do. Right. You. Now, my pumps are over there. Yeah. That didn't take long. Right, if I turn that up all the way, that is going down. That is going down in pressure. The amount of liquid is dropping now. Hopefully as this pressure drops, we're going to stop getting that. It is minus 40 degrees. Which should be making this cool down a lot quicker now. Which should be making this cool down a lot quicker now. Well, quicker. There we go. Well, liquid's gone. Wow, is that still not enough? I might need a turbo volume pump on there. Okay then. But that is all cooling down very quickly now. But that is still condensing. 0.7 megapascals. Our volume pump is not good enough. Okay, let's get serious. I am going to have to steal a turbo volume pump. Yep. Now, turbo volume pump is that way. Power is on that side. Yeah, so. Come on, get in there. Don't you give me creaky noises. You. See how quickly the temperature goes down now as soon as you stop the condensation. But you are still condensing. 2.6265. Oop. .64, you're just going to stay at that, are you? Okay. Well, damn. Okay, that is, well, it is cooling down very quickly. It's still condensing. That's drawing a kilowatt. Actually, it's going down pretty quickly now. 13 kilojoules. You are actually going the wrong way now, so you're warming it up, I think. You're at 0 degrees, so if you're blowing in what's going up in temperature, because that's all condensing in there now because the pressure's going up. Thanks to you. It's down to minus 50 degrees and he's still condensing though. Minus 40. So from minus 40 degrees, this thing can get down to a minus 100 degrees now. Minus 44. It's gonna take a little while. But damn, that's chewing up a lot of power. I mean, even if all the liquid does vaporize, it shouldn't be enough in there to actually burst the pipe. We're down to 190 litres of liquid. Is that going up or down? It's 190 litres of liquid in there. That's what it is. So there is no condensation in there. We are still condensing in here. Probably because we've got this one going and this one going. Uh, 43. Yeah. Minus 56 in there. Minus 45 in there. Rightio. Well, that's going to have to sit for a little while. And did we do any better by having that one there, or was the volume pump good enough? .54. Nope. That way. Uh, 2.54. Okay, so the turbo volume pump didn't work. So let's just do something that runs on 100 watts rather than something that runs on 1,000 watts. And we'll see how we go. Alright, so it might be something we just got to put up with there. Yeah, it's probably the back pressure of these things here which is causing that. I could put another pump in between them, I guess. Would be fine. Oh, actually, just about broke it too. And damaged that one. Wow. Okay. Anyway, that is a cooler. On to its next stage of cooling. And it's going to be a little while before we see any liquid volatiles in there, but it will get there. It will get there. I guess I'm not going to get to build the any other part of it. Seriously, you're back again? Go and do your thing. Did I not export that? Sorry. My bad. Whoops. I got a little flashy thing on there then. Did... Okay, you get a flashy thing when you write to the chip too. I thought it was only when you're writing to the stack. But anyway, a little flashy light has amused me. Get to work. I'll probably put that stuff away first. Then you can get to work and we'll see how the volatiles are going. Eventually. Yep. But anyway, that's probably about all we got time for today, so I didn't get to the other things I wanted to. We got the next little bit of our I probably should put another tank on there, shouldn't I? We need 2 to 1 of the volatiles to the oxygen. If I've got a single tank of oxygen, I'll need 2 tanks of volatiles. I mean, I'll take twice as much to fill it. Maybe later. Not now. That's good enough. Right. Anyway, I might have to set up the oxygen tanks. It'll be the same sort of setup. And we'll see how we go. Well, that's about it for today. So till next time, happy building. See ya.